today's intermediate reading lesson will again use this book, which is a truly great book, and we will look today at chapter 3, which is a brief essay about the Changcheng, the Great Wall of China, accompanied by 4 comprehension questions. So this is intermediate reading. Intermediate is a broad term and also quite a vague one, but I'd say this is sort of lower intermediate. And there's some really great useful vocabulary. For example, 战国时期, the Warring States period, which is a period in ancient China, a couple of hundred years before Christ, which was the precursor, which preceded the necessary building of the Great Wall of China. Qin Shihuang, a very important historical figure. The 2002 film Hero with Jet Li is about Qin Shihuang, and he was a sort of almost the Chairman Mao of his day, a strongman who brought the country together, but was also, of course, a monster. 少数民族, ethnic minority, which doesn't quite mean the same as what it does in the Anglophone world. So in China, 少数民族 include Uyghurs in Xinjiang, Tibetans, so people who aren't descended from immigrants or immigrants, they are just non-majority ethnic groups. And so Mengjiang Girl, a historic folk tale which is super interesting. There have of course been movies and TV shows based on this person, so one of the ancient myths surrounding the building of the Great Wall, and really cool grammar points like 只要什么什么就, if only, as long as. So we'll go straight into the essay and we'll interrupt ourselves 4 times for comprehension questions, which we will answer together. The beginning. 长城很长，从东到西有13400多里. So, 长城很长, the Great Wall of China is very long. 从东到西, from east to west, 有13400多里. So big numbers in Chinese are super confusing as a foreign learner. So 1 is 10,000. So 1 followed by 4 zeros. So 10,000. 3,000. So 10th. So 13,000. 400多里. So over 13,400 li of Great Wall. 长城的历史也很长. The Great Wall's history is also very long, needless to say. 从战国时期到现在有2500多年了. So, since the Warring States period, 战国时期, to now, there are over 2,500 years. So, I'm just going to put this bit of vocab here. 战国时期. The Warring States period. So, which was the historic period that made it necessary to put this vast wall together. So over 2,500 years of history. 战国时期, the Warring States period. 中国分裂成许多小国家. So during that time, China was separated into very many small countries, small kingdoms. 这些小国家常常打战. So these small countries were often at war, as small neighboring countries tend to be, especially in ancient times. So, 打战, to be at war. To prevent other countries' invasions. 他们为了防止别的国家侵略，就在自己的边界上修建了城墙. So there's a lot to break down here. So So to prevent other countries invading, so 防止 prevent, and 侵略 invade. Super useful vocab. Because of course, whichever country you come from, there is a possibility that at one point your country 侵略 China. For example, Britain during the Opium Wars of the 1840s. So 侵略 to invade. 防止 to prevent. 就在自己的边界上修建了城墙. So on their own borders built city walls. City walls. 秦始皇, so the emperor 秦始皇. So if you look at the image, 统一中国以后, so after 秦始皇 united China, so the emperor Qin, who you will come across a lot when you study Chinese history, 为了阻挡北方少数民族的侵略, to prevent, so 阻挡 similar to 防止 means to prevent, to stop. 少数民族 to stop the invasions of northern 少数民族, so ethnic minorities. So again, not quite the same as what we would mean by ethnic minorities, but so in this case we're mostly probably talking about Mongolians, so Mongolians are considered an ethnic minority in today's China. So to prevent invasions from the north by 少数民族, 就把原来的一些城墙连起来. So here, to prevent invasions from the north, after uniting the country, 秦始皇 joined together all of the city walls that had been built during the Warring States period to prevent invasions. 并且又修建了一些新城墙. On top of this, he also built new city walls. 这就是中国最早的长城. So this was China's original Great Wall. So we'll now scroll down to the first comprehension question. 当时那些国家为什么要修建城墙? So back then, why did those countries build city walls? 为了防止 to prevent 别的国家的侵略 to prevent other countries' invasions. 为了防止别的国家的侵略. So two super useful pieces of new vocabulary that you may very well not have known before. 侵略 to invade and 防止 to prevent. So while we're down here, we'll look at question 2, although we probably haven't come across the answer yet. 万里长城是什么人修建的? So we've sort of started to answer that, but we know who gave the order, 秦始皇, but who actually built the Great Wall? Let's have a look. 人们只要说到长城，就一定会说到秦始皇. So this is a grammar point that is a key to this lesson. 只要什么什么就 whenever, then. So when people mention the Great Wall, then they will certainly mention 秦始皇, the Emperor 秦始皇. 说秦始皇修长城害死了很多人. And they will say 秦始皇 in building the Great Wall killed many people. So because life was cheap back then. But I hasten to add 害死 as opposed to 杀. So 杀 is to murder, 害死 is to kill, to be responsible for deaths without being the person who pulled the trigger. So Stalin, Hitler, Pol Pot, when people talk about them killing many people, they don't of course mean that they killed them with their own bare hands. That's what it means to say 害死害死。那时有一个民间故事。At that time there was a folk tale 叫做孟姜女哭长城。So 孟姜女 who was a woman, a female mythical figure, cried the Great Wall. So anyway, 这个故事是说孟姜女的丈夫被抓去修长城。So this story is about how Mengjiang Girl, her husband, was 被抓, seized, similar to arrested, but grabbed and made to go and build the Great Wall. Like people are drafted to war. Military-age men were told to go and build this Great Wall. 当孟姜女去给丈夫送冬天的衣服的时候，当孟姜女去给丈夫送冬天的衣服的时候 when Mengjiang Girl went to give her husband some winter clothes, 发现 she discovered 丈夫早已经累死了。So she discovered that her husband had already died, so had been worked to death, 累死了，并且被埋 buried 被埋在长城的底下 so buried under the Great Wall, as many men were. 她伤心的哭啊 she cried with sadness. 哭啊，最后把长城哭倒了一大段。万里长城是什么人修建的 So the textbook answer to this is Qin Shihuang, the Qin dynasty emperor. So Qin Shihuang. So 是秦始皇修建的 But I think we should add a bit of flair to this. 其实是老百姓建的 It was really built by the 老百姓, the ordinary people. For example, Mengjiang Girl's husband. So, question 3. 孟姜女哭长城说的是一个什么故事 So, the story of Mengjiang Girl is about what? 是人间故事 is a folk story 关于一个被抓去修建长城人的老婆 So the wife of someone who was made to go and build the Great Wall. 他去世后 after he dies. Well, let's say after he dies of exhaustion. 他累死了后，他老婆不停地哭。So after he dies, his wife cries non-stop. Let's say 他哭倒了一大段 and from her tears another section of wall grows. And question 4, 为什么长城很有名 should be easy. So let's just finish reading the last couple of paragraphs and we'll answer question 4 and then we're done. 秦朝以后 so after the Qin dynasty, so shortly before Christ, so the Qin dynasty was the one of which Qin Shihuang was the first emperor. 许多朝代. So many dynasties, 朝代. So many dynasties subsequently built their own sections of Great Wall. 现在我们看到的长城, the one we see now, 很多都是明朝修建的. So 明朝, the Qin dynasty, which was a Han dynasty that lasted from the 1300s to the 1600s. So legacies of the Ming dynasty include Ming Vase, so very important. Ming Vase is the Forbidden City in Beijing, is a legacy of the Ming dynasty. Last one, Dangshan, 不管哪个朝代修建长城, but no matter which dynasty it was built by, 类似的都是láobáixìng. So what I said earlier, let's modify our answer to question 2. 是秦始皇修建的, Dan. So it was built by Qin Shihuang, but 类似的都是láobáixìng. So the people who were worked to death were all láobáixìng, the ordinary people, the old 100 names. 虽然过去修建长城害死了很多人, even though in the past the building of the Great Wall killed, so 害死了, killed a great many people, 但是在今天, but today, 长城是中国人的骄傲. It is the pride of Chinese people. So pride. So as an adjective, 骄傲 really means arrogance rather than pride. But as an adjective, the pride. So it is the pride of Chinese people. 中国人的骄傲. 长城很有名. The Great Wall is very famous. 很伟大 is very great. 不管哪个国家的人, no matter which country people are from, 只要去过中国就都知道中国的长城. So no matter where you're from, if you've been to China, you've been to the Great Wall. Not actually true in my case, but so I think the answer to question 4 is this last sentence here. 不管哪个国家的人，只要去过中国，都知道中国的长城. So为什么长城很有名? Why is the Great Wall so famous? 因为长城很伟大, because the Great Wall is very great. 不管, so wherever you are from, if you've been to China, then you've seen the Great Wall. 因为长城很伟大，不管哪个国家的人去过中国，都去过中国的长城. So I thoroughly recommend this book. And if you want more chapters, more scans, you can message me directly, because I've got the whole thing stored on my computer, and it's one we will work through the whole book together over the coming years. And it gives so many insights into Chinese history, mythology, culture, and society.